Hey there, YouTubers.
On the game from overseas.
I stopped at the grocery, picking up some food, stuffs, try some new things, trying to find budget, healthier stuff. It's possible. Even if you look at the organic, if you pay attention, watch for things, you can find some cheaper stuff and better quality. We only got about 3 inches of snow, but there is a little bit of ice, so just let the car creep. If you floor it, that's what happens. You don't go anywhere. You just creep it up, the car will go, and slowly add some gas to it and you're fine. It's warmed up a bit, so it's kind of a bit slushy, so that can be slippery. I'm just wondering if we're nearing the end of all this snow. Even though, again, I know it sounds stupid, I was a little disappointed. I figure if we're gonna get it, let's get some snow. You're talking a foot, and we got 2, maybe 3 inches is all we got. But it's not very cold. The car says, the car's been outside long enough now, the car says it's 24 degrees. I'm gonna go make my food run, my grocery run. So I got the grocery run done. Trying to buy some healthier stuff. You know, and it's funny because you don't think you have to worry about certain things. You don't think, well, I got to worry about my sugar. Or you think I don't have to worry about my sugar because I don't eat a lot of sugar. Well, things can confuse you. Like I never worry about low sodium because I don't add salt to everything. Well, I'm gonna start using low sodium most everything just because, like everything else, it sneaks up on you. So it's probably best to avoid the things you know too much of aren't good for you. I think I got a lot of good things, low in cholesterol and low in saturated fats, and watching my carbs. Hey there, YouTubers. I've been making some videos on needing to have a little healthier diet, and I had another hankering for soup, so I'm going to make a variation of this soup. I got ground chicken patties. Now the reason I got ground chicken patties is because there were signs up at the store saying due to all the weather problems in the Midwest, they haven't been able to deliver a lot of the things, and apparently chicken has been one of them. So I just got the patties, and they cook, so I'm just gonna throw them here, chop them up. And if you've seen my other videos where I've made what I call Bob's soup and then Felix's soup, this is a similar idea, but it's gonna be a little different. I got it turned on. I'm just gonna break the chicken up and brown it. And it would be easy to do this in a separate pan, but then again, why use a separate pan? And I'm back home, and I am in the house. I am not RVing, and I have mainly an RV channel. I realize that. Don't get all worked up about it. I mean, I'm just cooking something in a pot. I could just as easily be cooking this in an RV. We'll let that brown up, and then we'll move on from there. So we're moving on to the next step. The chicken is ground up in there. You have to take my word for it, and it's all browned. And now I'm gonna use what I have here, some unsalted chicken stock. Instead of on the other soups I was using like V8 juice, and this is pretty low in sodium. So shake that up. And then I have another. This one is reduced sodium. Has a little bit more than the other one. I will stick to the unsalted for the future. but we'll use this. Here we go, there's the chicken stock. Now we're going to throw in a can of green beans, and I rinse these in the can with tap water. Again, I don't have a salt issue in my diet, but as I'm trying to cut out the things that are an issue, I don't want to counteract by eating all kinds of salt. And you start to notice the salt content of stuff, and it doesn't hurt you to rinse them and try to use unsalted stuff. And I'm going more towards fresh, but I'm not going to throw my food away at this point, you know, because they're canned vegetables. This is a can of sweet corn, and this has no salt added. I checked the thing and there's no salt in it. I rinsed it anyways. Can of veg oil, and then I looked on the salt content, and veg oil actually has a lot of salt. So again, I rinsed it a lot in the can. Put in another can of mixed vegetables. This is the Kroger store brand, and this has no salt added, and it has no salt in it. So it's a far better option than using the standard veg oil that we all grew up on. I rinsed that out as well. Can of hot chili beans. They got a little salt to them, but they have a lot of dietary fiber. And from the research I've been doing and what the doc said, adding dietary fiber if you have cholesterol and triglyceride issues is a very important thing. So I'm trying to do that as well. I have a third can of mixed vegetables I'm going to put in there, and this is Kroger Value Mixed Vegetables. Again, Kroger has apparently two different types of mixed vegetables, one with salt and one without, and there's a huge amount of difference in salt. So I will rinse these and add these in. Add a second can of the hot chili beans because I like them. Again, there's good stuff for you in them. So add the second can of hot chili beans in there. Oh, not the whole can, dummy. And now mix that up, bring the heat up a little bit. We're gonna let that cook. And I will come back with a taste test later for you. This soup was brought to a boil and had a good simmer. So now I'm going to mix it up, give it a good stir. It's got to be better than the fatty sausage and all this stuff. Let's just hope it tastes decent. Looks pretty good. Grab a spoon, because I don't want to lie to you. I know the one thing it won't need is salt, even though I did all I could to get all the salt out of it. It's very hot, but it's good. I like it. Again, it's not health food, but it's all about choices. It's a better choice than, you know, the fattier options. Oh yeah, I like that. Add a little garlic to it, I think, and it'll be perfect. This will fix her up. Garlic powder. You don't want to see how much I use. But garlic is good for you too. Put it in my bowl. That's gonna be garlicky. Okay, YouTubers, that was a variation of a previous soup and hopefully a little bit healthier. Have a great and wonderful day. Eat better.